Mr. Mack, you're charged with driving suspended second offense. That's a common offense also. Let's take a look at your file. All right, says your license is suspended. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I've tried to get it, but they say I owe court fines and all that for.
Well, they used to suspend you for unpaid fines. That was part of Mr. Melgoza's problem. Thank you. This gentleman, Mr. Melgoza, got a DWLS and no insurance.
Okay.
And he said there was a mistake regarding his driving.
Wow, the judge doesn't even warm up. He dives straight in, and right away, you can feel his tone. He's already seen dozens of cases just like this, and he knows exactly where this one is heading. When a judge starts by reviewing another guy's case as a comparison, you know the defendant is in trouble.
You got in an accident in Kalamazoo in October of 23. Your license was suspended in Pawpaw, Van Buren County in 2021. Your license was suspended in Kalamazoo in 2021. Your license was suspended in Kalamazoo in 2021. Then you had an unlawful use of a license in 2021 in Kalamazoo.
Unlawful use of a license?
Well, that's a lesser charge of driving suspended.
Oh, all right.
Another drug, boy, yeah, bad year in 2021. Holy smokes. You got like 5 DWLSs in Kalamazoo in the same year.
Yeah, I lived in Schoolcraft. Actually, that was why.
6. And then you didn't pay some of the tickets. Holy smokes.
A lot of jail time from those, a little bit.
All right. Well, you live out in the country. You have a hard time getting back and forth to work. Golly, here's another one. You've been suspended for many, many years. Back to 2013, you have a bunch of unpaid tickets. They used to suspend you for unpaid. Gosh, must have 10, 12, 15 driving suspendeds.
Okay, this is where the jaw hits the floor. This man didn't just have 1 suspension, not even 2. He practically collected them like Pokemon cards. 2021 was apparently his personal demolition year. The judge sounds shocked, which is rare, meaning the driving record is way beyond normal. You can literally hear the bro why in the judge's voice.
Yeah, I take care of my dad lives with me, and I got a girl and 2 kids, so I have to go to work every day.
Well, I certainly respect that, but your driving record is not good. My advice is you plead not guilty, and I get a lawyer to help you with this. Is that agreeable with you?
Yeah.
5.
And then this moment hits. He explains he's supporting his dad, his girlfriend, 2 kids. And suddenly it stops being funny. You start seeing the human reality. A guy drowning in an old system, trying to keep life going, but stuck in a mess created years ago. Not an excuse, but definitely a glimpse into why people end up here.
How'd you get here today?
Oh, my girlfriend's outside.
What's she in?
White SUV.
What?
White SUV.
Okay, what kind? Let's make sure Mr. Mack didn't drive in here. I'm not sure he's getting the message.
Yeah, so I definitely did drive myself.
Yeah, okay.
I bet you already knew that.
This right here is classic courtroom comedy, mixed with disaster. The judge already knows the truth. The defendant tries to dodge it, and then boom, yes, I drove myself. The whole vibe turns from suspicion to confession. It's the moment where the entire courtroom collectively sighs and face bombs.
You can't drive a car.
Yeah.
Your license has been suspended for 20 years. You drive back and forth to work every day. You drive here to the courthouse. You got hundreds of dollars of unpaid tickets, and you just keep driving a car because you need to work. And I respect that, but you just don't care.
And I start work about the same time the kids get on the school bus and everything. So we've tried.
Well, this is a problem of your own making.
Yeah.
I didn't even go all the way back on your driving record, but it's 15 years in the making, and there is more than a dozen previous driving.
This segment hits hard. The judge isn't being cruel. He's being brutally honest. You can feel the frustration of someone who's watched people destroy their lives over small mistakes that snowball into lifelong consequences. And yet, the judge still respects his work ethic. It's tough love at its maximum setting.
We did that today, we'd have the jail would be busting at the seams, but people just don't care, and you really don't care. What happened to your car, that 2005 Mercury? Did they tow it?
Impounded.
What?
Yeah, I got towed.
Did you get it out of impound?
Yeah, it cost like $800.
Yeah, that's a huge drag.
It's totally legal and everything though.
Well, you're not driving it. Well, I'll let you drive it away from here. If you'd like to get arrested between here and Three Rivers, you have to call somebody to come get you.
I got somebody
Mr. Stickley saved you from going to jail for a day for lying to me. Well, you did lie to me. Plus you drove here, but I didn't see it. But I'm not going to let you drive away unless you want to go to jail on the way home and get your car impounded all over again.
No.
This is the reality of the law. He can't drive away, or he'll literally get arrested, again, between the courthouse and home. The judge is practically babysitting at this point, making sure this man doesn't walk straight into jail by accident.
But they also suspended you way back when for a drug charge. They don't do that anymore either. But you are a classic case of a guy who got on the driving suspended merry-go-round and couldn't get off of it. Back in 2010. Gosh, you already suspended in 2010. 2006.
Lost a lot of cars. Yeah.
2001. And that is also in the bad old days of driver responsibility fees, which is the worst piece of legislation ever passed in the history of the Michigan legislature.
Yeah, that's what got me started.
Governor Jennifer Granholm was the governor at the time. So you got sideways several different ways: unpaid tickets, unpaid driver responsibility fees, and a drug charge. And then you kept driving. Wow. I've seen a worse one than this, but not very often. There may very well be jail in your future.
This part adds powerful context. These old laws, unpaid fines, drug charge suspensions, driver responsibility fees, ruin thousands of people. It shows how a system can trap someone for decades. The judge actually explains it with empathy.
You can't just keep driving a car and driving to court and think there won't be a consequence. And they give you fines and you don't pay the fines. So all the more reason why you need a lawyer. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Well, you got to call somebody that has a license to come get you in your car. And I don't know what to tell you. You move from Portage. The other problem is the Secretary of State thinks you live on Portage Road. That you have to change your address. Do you have a Michigan ID card?
Yeah.
You have to change your address with SOS.
Oh yeah, I did pay for a new ID. They got switched in the address.
Do you have it in your pocket?
No, it never came. I paid for one after I moved in, and it should have came, but it got messed up in the address change.
This is where the story stops being chaotic and becomes tragic. The man wasn't just irresponsible. He got caught in multiple outdated systems, move homes, lost mail, lost IDs, everything built up into a mountain he couldn't climb.
Do you work?
First.
So you're missing work right now? Well, you're also gonna have to miss it on the 31st in the morning, but I apologize. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a piece of paper with your attorney's name and number on it. I want you to call this and discuss it with them.
All right.
Then maybe somebody from work can come over here and pick you up and get you to work.
Yeah, I'll have my dad picked up.
But if you'd like to do the summer at the jail mowing lawns as a trustee,
No.
my advice is you drive again.
Missing work today. Missing work on the next court date. This is the part viewers really feel. Real life doesn't stop when the court system steps in.
And then we got a spot for you. But this is going to be hard to undo this. And it didn't happen overnight, and it's not good. You didn't make it any better by driving here, but I'm not gonna incarcerate you because you came clean.
I appreciate that.
All right, you go with the court officer and call somebody to come get you in your car.
This ending moment is surprisingly gentle. The judge could have put him in jail, but didn't, because he came clean, because he finally stopped the lies. And that's powerful. One honest moment saved him from spending the night in a cell.